We're going to be drawing and painting budgies. So I'm going to stick my paper down, which I should have done ahead of time, but I didn't. But that's okay, I'll do it right this second. So I'm just going to stick that there. Get all my things in order. I always tape down. I like to tape down my work because it stops it when you add watercolour. It stops it bowing, the paper from bowing. You can stretch your paper and soak it and do all that sort of stuff. I don't worry about it. I just tape it down really well, like this. Okay, doesn't matter if I've missed a little bit of a gap there. So I've got a reference photo of 4 little budgies that I'm going to do. So I am got to get my channel up. I think that's the one. That's the one. Okie doke. And I'm going to get my pencil, which is over here, and we are going to start. So I don't have the reference up on my screen today. For whatever reason, I couldn't load it properly. Hello, Zargo. How are you? For whatever reason, I couldn't get it up to upload to my PC. So I'm just going to start. That's a too big a pencil. My lead's too big in that one. So I'm going to go back to a smaller lead. All good. How are you? I'm excellent, thank you. I'm very good. It's a lovely warm day here in Australia, and we've got a long weekend here, except I'm working. But we've been away for the weekend, and we've just come back, and now I thought I'd get a stream in before work again. So how have you been, Margot? How's the art going? So I come up here. There's 4 of these little budgies. Nice. Yeah, it is. It's beautiful here. We're coming into summer now, so everything's starting to get warm. Or hot, in fact. Yesterday was my first swim. I did some laps yesterday, so that was nice. Oop, I didn't press record on my birds. Press record. Whoops. There we go. Yeah, so I had the first swim for the spring. And we're expecting another hot day today. So come down here. Now, his head and his body, his head, his chest and his tail are the same length. So I measure his chest and his tail the same length. There we go. So that's the first basic body shape in. And then art is fine. Got lost down the rabbit hole of abstraction. Oh wow, intuitive painting. It's like anything, I suppose. It's I love looking at I love looking at abstracts. I've never ever attempted it. My brain just doesn't work that way. I appreciate it as an art form, but my brain just doesn't get around it at all. I like impressionist a lot. I'm done saying anyone can do it. Yeah, nah. It is a whole different world. It's a whole different world. All right. Now, this budgie is like propped up quite a lot. Got a little fat tum tum. I'll draw their beaks and their features in last. Yeah, I've never tried. I have to say. I never really wanted to. My mum did. My mum did a bit of abstract for a while. Okay. I'm just going to draw the head of this bird. Now, his head's a bit lower. I'm just measuring them against each other. So this one's higher, that one's lower, this one's lower than that one. And then just getting their rough shapes in. And budgies do have quite squared off heads, especially these particular ones. I'm not sure what breed of budgie they are, but they're gorgeous. I thought I'd do a little group of 4. Now again, body's the same length as the tail. So draw, and he's got a split tail. He's got split feathers, which is really interesting. Oops, hang on, I've got to scroll down my doodah. Whoa! Made me chat go away. Don't want to do that. Hang on, got to get that back. Pressed all the buttons. Uh-oh. I've lost some of my chat. I don't know what happened there. I guess I said something naughty again. Oh, I don't know. I've got no idea. It disappeared before I could look at it. No idea. Okay, now this bird's sort of, they're all sort of touching. I'll erase the underlines, like where lines cross over that I don't want them. I will erase them given time, and I'll put when I make the normal video, the YouTube video, I'll the non-live one, I'll add the reference photo to the top left-hand corner so you can see the reference. Because I should be able to do that on my iPad, but for whatever reason, I couldn't load it this morning. And the X-Actions was the result of me trying to make something more loose. Oh, wow, okay, cool. Cool. Go down here, same length as his body. And he also has a split tail. They're different. All budgies are different. Well, he's got two. Yes. Okay. So there we go. He's got his other feathers there. You can't. This one's come down the length of his body. Again, down here. So his tail comes out the back. Budgies are lovely. Budgies are beautiful, and we've got them wild here. Like we've got so many wild budgies and sparrows, all wild here, and it's just lovely. And all kinds of parrots. So now I'm going to start, and these guys, there's a blue, a white, a green, or there's two blues, a white and a green budgie. So this will be, so I like this picture because it had a few different birds. I'll pop the reference photo under the camera so you can see it. That's the reference photo. So I've just got to, I'll upload that when I make the actual video, the non-live, I'll pop it on, the reference on the video as well, which will probably be this afternoon or tomorrow because I've got to go to work earlier today, so I'm not sure that I'll get a chance to get it uploaded. And Margot, I don't know whether you've heard, because I know you do YouTube as well, but you're allowed to multi-stream from Twitch to YouTube. So I do both, which is great. So I'm not sure whether you knew that rule had changed in the last couple of weeks, which is very, very handy. So that's what I do now. I live stream to both. Okay, so I'm just going to change the shape of this bird a little bit. He's got his feathers come out that side of his beak. I know a gamer I follow is doing it too. Yeah, it's just so good, so easy, so much easier. Okay, now I'm going to erase. I won't erase yet. I'll wait. Now this bird is facing away from us. His back's to us. So he's got beautiful wing feathers. That's another reason I like this photo, because he had beautiful wing feathers. Hello, Fuzzy Dragon Books. How are you? So I'm just gonna pop his wings cross over at the back. I'll erase all the underlines. I'm just getting everything sort of where I want it. Ish. Hey Joe, how are you? Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone. So I've got those ones. Now this one, I can change things if I need to. His eyes are nearly shut, this little birdie. Pop his beak on. They've got quite big beaks in comparison to their eyes. And they're curved beaks because they're parrots. We're little, my favourite ever bird is the little finches, goldfinches, and I just love finches. Any kind of rainbow finches, zebra finches. I used to have a heap of them. We had a big outdoor aviary, and they were absolutely magnificent, and they make the sweetest little noises. They're so gentle, and they call in all the wild birds, so we ended up with a ton of birds because the wild ones had come in, and so we ended up feeding the wild ones and the tame ones, and we had outside feeders and inside feeders and all kinds of stuff going on because they'd attract in all the parrots and all the wild birds and all the wild finches, which was very cute. Okay, so that's the basics of that one. Yeah, I adore the birdies. I do adore the birdies. Now I can start to add a little bit of detail. So these ones, I can see the underneath feathers there. And I was tossing up whether to do these with marker, because markers are actually, I've got some beautiful bright coloured markers that that are just great for birds and their feathers, because their feathers are just amazing. I just saw a video. I heard the police. Oh, it was a bird. Yep, 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 yep. That's hilarious. All right. Now this one, I've made him. I don't know what I've done here. I've got to make his head a bit bigger, I think. I've made him a bit too. I've got to erase the front of this little bird. I've got to change him a little bit. I can tidy up anything that needs adjusting. So he's got a yellow head. Adjust his beak. That's better. I'm happy with that. And then he's got a little pot belly, this one. It's very cute. Oh gosh. What was that? I missed something. Oh, thank you for the sub. Thank you for the sub. Hello, Ro. How are you? Welcome, welcome. His daughter taught him. Oh my god. How are you, Ro? Ro Beast is my amazing gamer friend who I bought a mug. I haven't got her mug with me today, but I've got her mouse pad right here, which is under all my stuff with all my things on it. So I think I'm not going to worry about drawing the lines in. I'll paint them in. So we're going to get straight into watercolor. So I'm going to grab me brush, clean it, grab a bit of cloth because I need a bit of cloth. How are you, Jen? Miss you. Oh, I miss you too. Oh, I'm back. I'm back with a vengeance. Not so much this week because this week we've got a big public holiday week. We've got Melbourne Cup races, so we've got big races and all sorts of things happening this week in Melbourne. So we've got public holidays and days off and all kinds of things. So I'll be live pretty much most days, 4 days a week, as of next week onwards. This week I'll do a couple. These bibs are looking awesome. Thank you, Luna. Thank you, and hello. I'm excellent. I'm very good. I've been working a lot and loving life, really. Loving life. No complaints at all. So, yeah, been working a lot. I illustrated a book for one of my friends. Did a little horse book. Are you racing? You better. No, hell no. No. No, I run like a chicken. And really, really. Actually, no, I don't. I run worse than a chicken. No. But we'll be cheering them on. We'll be watching and cheering. But that'll be about the extent of it. So I'm just going to start with a cerulean blue wash onto this little bird's chest. Very diluted. You can see that's super duper watery. Love and life, yes. You only get one go at it. You might as well make the most, I say. So I do wackadoo. Do wackadoo, wackadoo. And so, yeah, off to work this afternoon. Well, this morning. What time is it now? 8 o'clock. It's 8 o'clock a.m. here on Monday morning. What time is it there, guys? So I'm just going to come around. So yes, welcome to my YouTube and my Twitch friends, because I've got people, a mixture of both, which is awesome, because now we can do all that multi-streaming thing. So come down here, pop that pale, 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 pale blue. Sunday 10 p.m. Oh, well, there you go. Morning, just got out of bed. Hello, Jenny. How are you? How are you? Okay, tidy her up. Give another. Now, while this is still wet, I'm going to drop in some more cerulean blue and just let it flow. I'm using my Schminky watercolors and Archer's watercolor paper. It's 11 a.m. Sunday. Oh, you got a whole Sunday ahead of you. Jealous. I need to jump on. I need to just be there right now, so I have 2 Sundays. Sundays are good. I like Sundays. I like Saturdays better, but I like Sundays. Friday nights are the best, though, because then you've got the whole weekend still. I do love weekends. Okay, so I'm gonna 11 a.m. Sunday. Cool. Perfect time of day. It's gorgeous. So what's the weather like where you guys are? We've got a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous sunny day. So now, just for a second, I'm just going to start. I'm just going to paint in with the very tip of my brush. I'm using silver black velvet brush size 6. All my brushes are falling apart because I've loved them to pieces and worn them, used them a bazillion times. There's one that I've actually completely worn the paint off. Literally, I'll show you. I've loved this brush is about 7 years old, and I've literally all the paint has come off the handle. It's Denmark, so rain, of course. Oh, okay. We're in for 30 Celsius today. I have no idea what that is in Fahrenheit. I think it's, I don't know, it's about 80, I suppose. I'm guessing in Fahrenheit. But we're in for 30-degree day today, so it's nice, lovely weather. Bit windy, but that's okay. So I can see these stripes coming down here. I'm just going to, and I'll blob in his little doodahs. Can't forget his doodahs, or his little marky doodahs there. So that is the basis of birdie number 1. Band for me too. Melbourne, Western Suburbs. Oh, there you go. Cool. Melbourne Cup weekend. Woohoo. Loving the fingernails. Oh, thank you. Yes, I've got my sparkles preparing for Christmas. Got a fellow Melbourneian. You going to the cup, Jenny? And another Jenny, I might add. So now for the green, I don't have this sort of limey green, so I'm going to have to make it. So I'm going to go. I have no idea how I'm going to mix this, but we're going to have a go. We'll try. We'll mix yellow. I'll go with my cobalt yellow. We'll see how this goes. And I'm actually going to add, looking at it now, it's actually a bit turquoisey, so I'm going to add a bit of turquoise. We'll see what goes. We'll see how we roll. Oh, look at that! That worked. Hang on. Look at that. That worked. Look at that. Woohoo. Doodahs? Yeah, me doodahs. You gotta be in control of your doodahs. And that's what you call it. Technically, it's a doodah. If you don't know what it is, it's a doodah. When in doubt, doodah it. Go rogue and doodah. They're my 2 favourite sayings. Even at work, I work in a supermarket, and even at work, when like I forget all the things, I forget all the names of all the things. So it's like so I'll talk to my friend in the liquor department. It's like, can you pass me the doodah? And they all know what I'm talking about. I don't know how they know, but yeah, they speak Jenny fluently. So I've taught them all the language of my people. So I come down here. You like that? Nice. I'll share it with you. You can use my doodah. You can still doodah. I think you need a doodah to go with your ding dong. So you've got ding. Okay, I'm gonna shout out Roe Beast because she's the funniest, awesomest streamer ever. Shout out. I forgot how to do it because I haven't done it in a while. Oh no, that's a line dot, isn't it? Line dot. Shout out Roe Beast. Anyone who wants to have a great laugh and follow a streamer who has the best sense of humour ever and uses all the words and does all the things, follow Roe Beast. No, is that nope to me doodah? You don't want to use me doodah? Zargo? Okay, come down here and I'm going to pop a little bit of that green down onto the wings. Now I'm leaving the white of the paper will be the highlights. I talk to Canadians and they will not like me talking about ding dongs. Oh no! It means different things in different countries, I suppose. There's a word that I won't say that one of my friends actually, because in Australia there's a whole lot of words that aren't really offensive in Australia, but I had an American friend say you can't say that. I won't say it, but they said you can't say it, and I'm like, why? And they're like, it's a really bad swear word, and I'm like, oh no way. So yeah, I don't say that anymore, but I won't say it now because it's very offensive apparently. I googled it. When in doubt, Google. I googled it. Was like, uh-oh, I said a very bad thing in a whole other language that I didn't know. But yes, so I think I horrified a few people, but that's yay. Oh, tell a really bad joke. Oh no, thank you, Shane. Okay, I've got to Google a really bad joke. Okay, so any of my YouTube friends on Twitch, I have this thing where you can request for points. You can request a really bad joke, draw blindfolded, all that kind of stuff. Probably shouldn't have mentioned that one because I really don't want to be doing that one. But so I have all these prompts that you can pick. So tell a really bad joke is one of them. So I shall Google some really bad jokes. No, sorry, the only cup I like is a coffee in my cup. I use the word things And Miggle. Wait, hang on. Mingig. Oh, there you go. I'm a thingamajig person as well. Thingamajigs and doodahs. I haven't heard of Mingig. So sorry. Oh, I read that. Okay, so what am I doing now? Oh, I'm looking for a really bad joke. Really bad jokes. I'm already laughing. Okay, and I haven't even seen any. Okay, here we go. I found some. Wait for it to load. And, okay. Uh, uh, oh. I've read that one before. But there might be some people who haven't heard it, but I won't do that one. Okay, hang on. Oh, what do you call a can opener that doesn't work? I will just wait and see who answers. What do you call a can opener that doesn't work? You ready? Ready for it? A can't opener. uh, oh, this one made me laugh. What do you get when you combine a rhetorical question and a joke? What do you get when you combine a rhetorical question and a joke? The answer is it's a rhetorical question and a joke. There's nothing. You don't say anything. Ha! Okay, what's next? Well, that's like two. Thank you for the bits, Shane. Thank you. Why did my doodah not doodah? My thing didn't go bing. Oh well, I've lost my alerts for bits, but that's okay. Thank you. Thank you for the bits. We're gonna go. Okay. One more, because you've created a monster, Shane. Two muffins sitting in an oven. One turned to the other and said, "Wow, it's pretty hot in here." The other one shouted, "Wow, a talking muffin!" Huh? Okay, that's it. We're done. Back to the painting. Um, Probably spelled it wrong. Oh, husband. I've got 56 plus 1,000 points saved up. I can jinx you all night. Oh no. Please do. Okay. I've got to go back find my picture. There we go. We're back to me budgies. And now this one again. This one's an even paler blue. Sago redeemed draw with my bad hand, traditional or digital. Oh no. Okay. Okie doke. So, okay. What would you like me to draw, Sago? Yeah, that's another one I forgot I had. Okay, I've got to find a bit of paper. Okay. Yeah, I've got my different prompts are real weird stuff that like I have to draw blindfolded, I have to draw with my bad hand, all that sort of stuff. What would you like to see? A horse. Oh, great. Thanks for that, Zarg. Okay, so get my pencil again. Obviously I'm right-handed, so I'll get my pencil. Okay, so let's draw. This is going to be ugly. Let's draw a horse. Let's see how we go. It's going to be wobbly. It's going to be very wobbly. Woo! He's got chin issues, but that's okay. Oh. I'm even giving his little details. I've given him his nostril, give him his mouth, give him his eye. A trip, draw fast. I can't. Oh, I've made his eye wobbly. That's okay. And then, hang on. I'll draw his ear. And come down here. Whee! Oh, actually, that works. Thanks, Doug. Okay. I'll get his mane out here. And then come down here. Am I going to draw the whole body? I guess I am. Give him his chest. Okay. Whoa, this is hard work. Okay. So then, come down here. Draw his shoulder. His knee. Woo. Uh-oh, his hoof. Okay, come down here. So yes, any one of my YouTuber friends, this is one of my prompts on my thingy on Twitch. Is if you save points when you view time, and you can request stuff. And he's got a very wonky leg. And one of the prompts is yes, draw with your bad hand and draw blindfolded. But the funniest one of my friends, Mike the Potato, he's a streamer on Twitch, and one of his gaming ones was to play a game blindfolded. So I waited till he was in like this death battle in I can't even remember what the game was. I do remember what the game was. I can't remember what it's called. And I made him play it blindfolded. It was so funny. It was so bad. He drove off a cliff, but that was okay. But you had someone guide him. Like you had to tell him where to go and what to do, and it was so funny. Oh my god, it was hilarious. There we go. There's a horse. You have a horse. Have you painted magpies? I have. I love magpies. I love magpies. What happened to Skinny? He um he just retired from streaming. He had enough. I think it was affecting his health because he got really popular really fast, and I think it was all a bit emotionally too much. And you get to that level and you start to get not so great people who hassle you and stuff. So my pleasures are my pleasure. So I think it just got a bit much, and he just wanted to chill and just enjoy streaming, enjoy watching streamers, and not stream. And gaming can be a tough world. I think gaming can be tough, and he was very sort of professional at it. So he had a funny tummy problem. I don't know, did he? I don't know. So now I'll continue on. I'm just going to mark in. Now this bird is blue and dark, but his body is white. So he's really unusual, this one. He's got a white body, but blue back feathers. Blue and dark grey, in fact, feathers on his back. So I'll pop those in. Oh, and I didn't. So Shane, are you still streaming? Siren Shane, he's my mate from England. He and his mum are my great friends who've been with me pretty much since I started Twitch. Um, are you still streaming, mate? Yeah, I don't know about Shinj. I haven't had any contact. I still see a couple of because I turned off Facebook. I had him on Facebook as well, but I turned Facebook off, so I don't have Facebook anymore. So I've lost contact with a few of them because a few of them have stopped. There's one or two of them that still stream that I catch up with occasionally, very occasionally, because of the time zone difference. Um, don't have the time. Yeah, fair enough. Up until I stopped streaming for about a year and a half, year and a half since I started work. But my hours have adjusted now, so that I'm back to. I work half days, so it's brilliant. So I have time to do my art as well as work, and I love my job. And I don't want to, I don't want to. I want it all. I want to do it all. I want to stream. I want to create art. So now I'm going to pop in these stripes on this little bird. Looked at Skinny's channel and he's not been on for 2 years. Wow, that long. And not done Twitch for about that long. Yeah, yeah. I've forgot to erase. I've got to erase these lines here before I do the painting in. There we go. Because I'll paint those lines in. Yeah, I stopped for a year and a half. Well, streaming. I stopped streaming on Twitch and I just focused on YouTube for about a year, but I only did time lapses. So I've just got back into long format, or just starting to get back into long format now, and loving it. I did all of Inktober, which was fun. So now I've got a very, very, very diluted wash of light blue that I'll take all the way down. I've just got to keep an eye on my watch because I've got to go to work. I always get up and get dressed for work, and then I can take my time and enjoy my art. I forgot my cup of tea. So you don't do the Tuesday stuff with Aurora. I haven't spoken to Aurora in ages. I have got to catch up with her. No, I stopped doing that. I stopped drawing. What was that called? Drawsome. I had to stop doing that because I went back to work and it was too hard. So yeah, I love doing Drawsome. But she's also got another channel which was doing really well. She hasn't been on for a little while, and I haven't caught up with her. Again, I turned off Facebook, and I had her on Facebook, so that's how we kept in contact. And I don't have it anymore. So I've got to get it. I can get her on Discord, I suppose. I can probably get her on Discord. What's the other one? What's it called? Um, yeah, and I can get her on Discord. That's the one. It is the one. That is Discord. Because we used to play games together. Didn't remind you. I know. Shane, slacker. Shane's might remind me about. I think her dad. Yeah, he did. He did, and I think it's all got a bit much. So, but she's one of my dear friends, so I will find her and get in touch with her. And I haven't. I used to see her online gaming, and I haven't seen her online gaming. But I haven't been on Discord either. So, and that's where I used to catch up with her as well. Okay, so now I've got the basic shapes. Um, basic shapes. So now this one, he has a bright yellow face. So I'm going to go back in. I'm going to actually go with my cadmium yellow. I'm going to clean up my green here. Get a bit of water on my cloth. Bit of water on my cloth. And get me bright yellow happening. And come into here. And pop that onto the top. And I've got, and I'm filming this. I got the new, oh, my bear dog wants to go outside. Hang on, I'll have to let him out in a second. I've got my new iPhone that I'm filming with, and a new iPhone 14s. They're fabulous. Absolutely amazing quality. Very impressed. Like, I've got a Handycam that I normally film with, which is actually my go-to everyday camera. But whoopee, they're whiz bang new beaut, amazing. Haven't seen her on Facebook since she announced the news about her dad. Oh, okay, she might have just needed time. She needs time. I'm just gonna have to let Bear out. Just give me a second, guys. I've just got to let Bear out the back. Come on, Bear. You want to go outside? Come on, come here, Bear. I'll introduce you to everyone first. So everyone, say hello. This is Bear. This is my little Bear. Gotta get in the camera. There we go. Say hello, Bear. Mwah. Here's my little Bear. You go out the back, Bear. And Pippi's my other dog, and she's in the lounge room because she howls at me. Whenever I stream, she howls. So I can't stream with her in the room anymore because she decided that howling is fun. As you do when you're a dog and you want to own your owner. And she bosses me around and does all the things. Where's my cloth? There it is. Okay. Drop that on the floor. Pick that up. How about the puppy? Oh my God, the puppy's a dog. She's grown up. She has grown up. So Daisy, I puppy sit her when the kids are at work because they work different hours to me. So they're home when I'm not, and I'm home when they're not. So yeah, I puppy sit. So it's very cool. But yeah, she's not a puppy anymore. She's the boss of the house, Daisy, and that's Bear's daughter. She is the boss of the house. She's the boss of Bear. She's the boss of Pippi. So she's got a very big personality, little Daisy Doo Doo. So now I'm just marking in the brightest yellows. Come down here. Now I can hear him trying to get back in now. He's worked out how to open child-proof doors. I put kitty gates up between different rooms so the dogs can go in parts of the house but not all of it. And Bear has figured out how to open the doors. He's very clever. I know. He's a super smart little dude. Super smart little dude. Pippi, poor Pippi, she's not so smart. She's not the sharpest tool in the shed. And he opens the door and then it shuts on her. And yeah, I've got lots of fur babies. Oh mate, I'm surrounded by fur babies. I've got fish I've even got water babies. I've got fish. I've got 2 aquariums. I've got 2 dogs, 4 horses, 2 cats. We got all the things. All the animals and lots of wild animals. Okay, that are out the back. Lots of kangaroos. Tons of kangaroos. Okay, so that's the sort of basic shape of those birds. I'm going to let them dry for a little minute. And I forgot his doodahs. I've got to add his doodahs. So I'm going to add his doodahs. Get a bit oh, that's not, ooh. Get a bit of cerulean. I put the wrong blue in there. Get the cerulean. Want me cerulean blue? There we go. And I'm going to pop that on his doodahs. And they've got, boys have blue noses and girls have pink noses. Or taupey coloured noses. So that's the boys. Are these all boys? No, 2 boys, 2 girls. So this is a boy. And there we go. I don't know if I'm going to do a background on these. I think I'm just going to leave the background. Oh, and actually, no, I should do a background because one of the birds is white. So I'm going to have to do a background. So I'm actually going to let that dry a little bit, grab a slightly bigger brush, and I am going to do a green background. I'm going to do it an olive green. Get my olive, ooh, yeah, that's olive green. Make it really diluted. And I'm going to just take, while that's, well, actually that's dry. I'm going to take my olive green. This is very granularly. I think it might be the paper or my brush. Something's up with my brush. I might have a bit of grit in my brush. That's what happens when you use them for ink as well as paint. Oops. Bad artist. Bad artist 101. Using my brushes for all things. Okay, so come around the outer shape of this budgie. Because, yeah, that'll help to contrast my little white budgie. Because if I have a white background, he's just going to disappear. So I've got to create something to contrast him to make his little white stand out. So yeah, just going in with pure olive green on, and this is hot press paper. I love smooth paper. I'm a smooth paper gal. Love my smooth paper. And come around here. Down the outside of that tail, just cutting around the outside edge. I'm not going to go right to the edge of the paper. I quite like a soft sort of a finish. The only thing about hot press paper, you do tend to get hard lines if you don't, if you're not careful. But with watercolor, you can. I can hear Bear trying to get in. I can hear him pushing on the door. Okay, so then come around this budgie. I can soften these lines because you can re-wet it. I can just go back into it and re-wet it in a little mini bit, in an itty bitty bit. Cut around this one. Come back up and around the head of this bird. And now he's starting to yell at me. I can hear him crying in the background. I'll have to go and let him in. I'm coming, Bear Bear. Okay, so come down and around here. And I know that's sort of patchy. It's got a little bit of patchiness to it, but I can go over that again. It's because I went in. What happened to make that patchy was I had more diluted paint over the top. You've got to go thicker. The more layers, the thicker you've got to get, because especially if you're adding wet in wet, because if it's thinner than the previous layer, it'll go all weird, which it's what's done there. It's they call it cauliflower. I call it weirdness. Your paint goes all goofy. So I'm just gonna cut. I'll tidy that up in a minute. I'm just gonna continue on, and then I'm gonna have to let Bear in because he's sooking at me. Cut around here, and see that way the white will pop. It will stand out. So I had to do a background, even if it's just a rough background like that. Okay, gonna go let Bear in. Come on, Bear Bear. Come on, Bubba. Bear Bear Bear. Come on, mate. Come on, up you come. Up you come. There, gotcha. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Come on, Bear. In you come. Oh, he's got the zoomies. You got the zoomies. Oh, you're growling at me too now. Oh, you're going to come up and say hello again, are you? Okay, got to jump up on my lap. Oh, there we go. Oh, don't hit the microphone. Oh, there's a Bear Bear. What brushes do you use again? Okay, these are my silver black velvet. I love silver black velvet. I get them from the Sydney Art Store. Oh, no, that's the wrong green. I get them from the Sydney Art Store in Australia. You can get them, they're worldwide. They come from America. But see, now I'm going to go slightly thicker with the green because I want to fix up these. I'm going to fix up these sort of honeycomb spots. because this paper also dries super duper fast. Yeah, so I've got one of each size pretty much of the rounds. I love round brushes. I'm a round brush girl. I don't use flats. Very, very rarely do I use a flat brush. I tend to stick with rounds because I use the sides of them for the big washes and I use the tips of them for the detail. And they're a very versatile brush. They're a mixed brush. So they're acrylic, not acrylic. They're synthetic, but with some natural hairs as well. So they actually hold enough. They hold good watercolor. They are really, really good. Why is my chat on my computer over? Oh no, there it is. It's just not scrolling. Why is it not scrolling? That's weird. I have no idea why my chat's not working. Oh, chat paused. How do I fix that? Can I unpause my chat? Whoops. I'm missing chats. Hang on. Whoa, don't want to press that button. Okay, no, don't do that. Just go there. Can I? Oh, there we go. Did it. Oh, did it work? I don't know. Why did that? I don't know why my doodah's doing that. I'm losing. I don't know why my chat's not scrolling. Why is my chat not scrolling? I don't understand. Hmm. My pleasure. I can see it on my big screen, so that's okay. I can see it on my big screen. So yeah, so continue on again. Your, your top layers, if your paint's still damp, it's got to be thicker than the previous layer. Otherwise, it will do that honeycomby thing and go all weird and funky. Okay. Come back down here. Got to be careful not to get it all over the rest of the birds. Blend that down into that bit. And I'll add a little bit to the bottom. We're not saying much, just checked YouTube as well. Yep, cool. Cool, cool. All good. Oops, get a little less water. Come down here. And then blend that. Bear snuggle straight onto his little doggy bed now. So yeah, any of my YouTube buddies, Twitch is a lot of fun. If you haven't found Twitch, it was my friend Aurora who got me into Twitch. I'd never heard of it before a few years ago. And it is so much fun. Lovely people. A mixture of gamers and artists and you name it, they all do it. They all do all the things and you can do all the things. So I do gaming as well. I haven't done in a long time. But I'm hoping to start again. I've got a month off at Christmas. So I'm hoping at Christmas I can do some game streams as well. Because I'm very bad at gaming, but it's lots and lots of fun. Okay. Okay, come on down here. Again, cut around this budgie's tail. And just blend that down. And I'm not going to do it uniform all the way around. I probably should. But I'm going to get a bit more olive on my palette. Little bit of water. I've done less art the past... Oh, hang on. I'm technophobic. Oh, no. I've done the art... I've done less art the last half year. They released Diablo 4 in the... Oh, wow. Yes. I have watched people play that. That looks amazing. I've never played any of the Diablo games. Never, ever, ever. I love the shooter-looters. I'm a shooter-looter kind of gal. I'm thinking I might restart Red Dead, because that was a great game. That was a great game. I might restart Red Dead. And I play Skyrim, and there's another one that uh, Rose got me into, Roe Beast, who was just here, got me into. I've gone completely blank. It's another Skyrim-y kind of game. Okay, so, and I love that too. Played since it came out with breaks. Wow. Yeah, I'd love to. I haven't got. Had to choose games or art. Art wins. So I had to choose what I do and what I stream, and game art won. I had to pick, so I picked art. Now this has been this the beauty of watercolor too. You can reuse what's on your palette. Now this on the bottom of my palette here, I've got indigo that has been there for about a week and a half. So I'm just going to reuse that because now I'm going to pop his little pupil in and some darker. Woo, got a little bit too much on my brush. So what I'm going to do, take the moisture out of my brush, touch the tip of the brush, pick it up. I'm going to do his little doodah, his little marky bit there. Start to add. I'm going to get a bit more pure indigo. I need some pure indigo. What time is it? How are we going for time? 8:30. Cool. Tons of time. And I'm going to remark in some darker lines on this little bird's face. I put them in light first, and I build up the layers. And then I can see where things need to change, need to adjust, readjust. Hello, Lana! Hello! Baldur's Gate? No, not Baldur's Gate. I've gone completely blank. It's not Baldur's Gate. I'd look at my game streamy thing, but I can't while I'm doing this. Not at gamer. Happy with colouring books and pencils. Yes, yes. And Lana is another amazing, amazing artist who's on YouTube and Twitch. And hang on, I'll do a shout out to Lana. Lana knows all of the things about all. You want to know anything about watercolors? Anything about how they're made, what they're made with, what colors they use. Yeah, Lana. Hang on, I'm gonna do a shout out. Shout out. She's on Twitch and YouTube. Shout out, Lana Goes Art, and I've known Lana as long as I've been on YouTube, which is probably around about 4 years. Around about 4 years now. Did that work? Did that work? That didn't work. Why did that not work? Hang on. Try again. Shout out. Lana Goes Art. Did that work? Oh, yeah, it did work. Okay, cool. Awesome. Bye. Take care. Have a great day. You too. You too. Hugs to you, Jen. Welcome, welcome, and thank you for being here. It's wonderful to have another Melbourneite. Both times. Awesome. Thank you for being here, Jen. So then I come down and around here. What is the name of it? Hang on, I'm going to Google. Because that'll tell me the name of it. So Skyrim, and those sort of games. So if I find Skyrim, it should, I would think, it'll come up with games like it. Skyrim and similar games. I've gone completely back, blank. Similar games. I do that when I'm focused on art. Elder Scrolls. Oh my god, love Elder Scrolls. Yep, only very just started it. Like absolute newbie, complete beginner, no bloody idea what I'm doing, but it's lots of fun. But I want to stream that, but I've got to wait till Christmas because that's the sort of thing that once I start gaming, anyone who's known me when I've been gaming, I play for 12 hours straight. I don't stop. Once I start streaming games, that's the end of that. Heard about it? Only good things? Yes. And you can play it live, you can play it on your own, like you can play it online, or you can play it on your own. My friend Ro, that was just here, she plays it live, and she plays it online, but she plays all the games. So this is indigo. I love indigo. So I'm just going to take these darker feathers down here, and you can see I'm starting to pick up the contrast now. Isn't Baldur's Gate a part of Elder Thrones? I think it might be. I don't know enough about it to know for sure. Got to go. Have an awesome day. You too, Joe. You too. Have a wonderful day, Dale. Thank you for popping in. And also this yellow bird has also got quite dark feathers and its little doodahs between the yellows. So again, I'm going to follow these lines around. And the person subbed to me. Who subbed to me? And I've got to shout them out as well. Hang on. I've gone completely blank now. I've got to go back through my chat. Where would it pop up? Where would it pop up? Hang on, I'll bring that up on my screen. No, that didn't work. Oops. Got to press this button. I'm pressing the wrong button. Hang on. Someone subbed to me. Oh, Row subbed. I see. I shouted Row out. There was someone else subbed. I've lost it. Oh, who was that? Because I didn't do a shout out. I forgot to do a shout out, so I apologise. I'll have to look it up after, and I'll give you a shout out on next stream. Okay, so I've got to do these longer lines, and then come down and around, and these go between the yellows. He's got. I can add some darker greens onto this little bird as well. Got to do. I'll use a smaller brush for his eye. I'll use a smaller brush for his eye. So yeah, I might even do a stream tomorrow afternoon Australia time. So which will be, I don't know what it is in Europe and America, but 1 o'clock. I finish work at 1 o'clock tomorrow. It's Melbourne Cup Day. So I'll be home at 1:30. So I might even, depending on what my hubby's doing, get a stream in the afternoon. We shall see how the mop flops. All going well. Not being too exhausted. I don't know who created Elder Scrolls, but Baldur's Gate is really addictive. Oh, you play it? Ooh. Have you tried it? Have you tried a great game stream yet, Lana? Because Lana streams on YouTube and Twitch. Oh no, YouTube. You stream on Twitch, but do you stream on YouTube as well? Have you started to stream on YouTube? Okay, so I've got. Oh, you played it right now? Cool. On your second playthrough? Oh my god, you're a ninja. So I'm also going to add, he's got the blue underneath his tail. Yeah, I'm waiting till Christmas to really get into it. Then I can focus and stay focused because I've got a whole month off. So I'm excited to just get back and get like full on into gaming. 200 hours. Wow. And then don't spoil yourself. No. Now this one's actually he's got a dark underneath his tail as well, just down there. Okay, so going on to my little white bird, he also has indigo. All of these birds have got this darkest blue as their darkest feather colours. So it'll be 3 a.m. Europe then tomorrow. Yeah, don't read about it. Don't Google. No videos, no streams. Yeah, I haven't watched anything. I've watched my friend play it, but she plays it online. I'm not going to play it online, and she's way, way, way down the track. So anything she's doing is what she's played it for years. So anything she's doing is way beyond anywhere I'm going to be. So I've got a long way to go. But to even I've watched her, but yeah, she's leagues and leagues and leagues beyond me. It's really early or really late. Depends on the perspective. Yeah. And it depends. I may not be able to. It depends on what my family are up to. Because it's a public holiday, I don't know whether we'll have friends rock up. Because we live on a farm and we tend to do barbecues on Melbourne Cup Day. And oh no, that's Wednesday. My brother's coming. But yeah, we tend to do barbecues and stuff. So it depends on if anyone turns up. Because sometimes people just rock up, and it turns into a festive thing, sort of thing. In which case, there'll be drinking and barbecues. And it depends it just depends. Depends on how the day goes. So I'm hoping. We'll see. We'll just see. We'll see who turns up and what happens. But otherwise, I will be back Friday morning. Because I'm working all day Wednesday. So I'll be back Friday morning. and I'll do a live stream on Friday Australia time, which is Thursday your time. I don't know why my chat stopped. If I've read every book, it's so good. Yeah, wow. So all the theories and stuff, all the lore. Why is that? Hang on, I've got to fix this. Go away. Oh, I made a thing. I did a thing. Hang on. Why is it? I need it to scroll. My doodar's not scrolling. I've got to manually scroll my chatty doodah on my laptop, because I've got my laptop next to me, and so I can do shout outs and stuff. But there we go. Okay. And I'm really not good at technology. Oh my goodness, I am so bad at technology. So I'm gonna again. I'm gonna add some of this blue onto this bird. There's always one animal that I'm never quite happy with. I can do groups and groups of animals, and there's always one in my artwork that I'm like, the shape's wrong, something's wrong with it. They're never actually all of them perfect. I never get them all right. I don't know what it is. It's all okay? Cool. I tried to find... Oh, you tried to find every book on Warcraft once, gave up. There are so many. Yeah. Oh, World of Warcraft. That's a game I've never played. And that's another one that I know my mate was into. Whoops, got to come down here. Got to concentrate on these feathers a little bit. um, Aurora played a lot of World of Warcraft. I've never played it because it's like a team thing, like a teamy, groupy thing, and I tend to be a single player person. Okay, I've got to come down here, adding the lines to the feathers on the wings. And then there's some feathers that come down the back there. Played it for years, but after starting Baldur's Gate, everything else felt boring. Wow. Well, that's interesting. So Baldur's Gate is a part of Skyrim? Not Skyrim, you know what I mean. Elder Scrolls. Okay, and then come down to the bottom of the pointy feathers. Like that. Okay. I'm quite happy. They're coming along. So, it can... Yes. Watch BlitzCon 2 days, and they are doing a lot of WoW, but I'm never going back even if they fix the game. The community's... Oh, wow. Okay, yeah. That you find that with some of the things. Now, for the beaks... That's why there's a lot of games I really like, but I won't play, because I won't play online because I'm scared of the toxic sort of mentality. So I'm just going to add their beaks, and I'm just going to use pure yellow ochre. I'm just going to add a touch of water and pure yellow ochre. And I can add some darker yellow ochre. When I say darker, it means more water, less pigment. More pigment, less water, other way around, I mean, to create stronger tones. Okay, come back around. To his little beak. Okay, I am going to go onto my finer brush. So I'm going to go back to my... Where is it? I need my little itty bitty one. Where's my little itty bitty one? It's a size 4. Where are you, size 4 brush? Here, size 4 brush. What size are you? Oh, there you are. Okay, cool. So I'm going to do... yeah, and if you start and you add on a week late, you're so far behind you never find anyone who'll play with you. Oh, no, yeah. That's no fun. Yeah, I've done a lot of... I have played with friends, but I tend to stick to myself. I do my own, like, play my own games, because then I can just pick it up at any time. And because I'm on the other side of the planet, no one's awake when I'm awake, because all my friends are in the US or the opposite side of the world. So, and I can't stay up till 3 in the morning to play, because I used to when I wasn't working, I'd stay up till like 3 in the morning to play with my friends online. But I can't do that now because I work and I can't wake up. And I need to wake up. Okay, so I'm just adding the shadows onto the little beaks, because we're starting to get into the nitty gritty bitties. I Didn't even buy the latest edition. Yeah. I've heard lots of things. I have heard lots of things. I'm going to add this same brown to the toes. I was actively playing until this season. Yeah, don't really miss it. Yeah. I've heard lots of mixed things about some of the games, like the groups of people, and yeah, I did hear that his toes are totally messed up. I'm just gonna, and all I do is grab my brush, wet it, and because luckily the branch is going to be yellow ochre anyway, so I can just disappear his feet, and I'll paint them on again at the end. I'm just going to come along here. I'll just drag all of that yellow ochre that I just messed up his little feet. His feet turned into like little splidges. Um, D4 has a good community. People are nice. D4. What's D4? I don't even know what that is. D4. Okay. Come around here. Add some more of that. Come around. There we go. I'll finish that off in a minute. Oh, Diablo! There you go. They announced a new one the other day. Don't know what it's about though. Ooh, cool. You can play solo or groups up to 4. Oh my god, you just said solo. I played the Souls games. Oh my bloody word. You want to play a tough game. That did my head in. Dark Souls. But great games, but Fruit Loops, they drove me crazy. I learnt a whole new vocabulary of swear words playing those. I learnt a whole vocabulary of swear words, which shall never be repeated. Right, so I'm just drawing the branch in. There are no punishments for helping people. Oh, didn't know that was a thing. You get punished for helping. That would be bad. Okay, I'm going to leave that stick. I don't want too much. I'm going to add a little bit more dark just up here, just up here. A little bit more burnt umber. So that's burnt umber. Looking good. Thank you, Zargo. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're heading into the final sort of layers. We are heading into the final sort of layers. I've got to draw the bird's eyes in. So, and I'm going to go indigo and I'm going to add burnt umber to make a brown. So I've got my indigo there, burnt umber to make a really dark grey. And then I'm going to carefully use the very tip of my pen, the very tip of my brush, the very, very tip, and I'm going to draw their eyes. I've got to redraw their little nostrils. Their nostrils are dark because I haven't drawn their eyes in yet. So get the eyes in. How are we going for time? Nearly 9 o'clock. Good, good, we're good. Okay. And pop his little nostrils in. There we go. So you can't really see that so clearly on... I could zoom in. Can I zoom in? Well, I don't know whether I can do it without affecting my video, but that's okay. So now we're going to get into the feet and the shadows. Now this white bird, I'm going to use cerulean. No, not cerulean. I'm going to use turquoise, cobalt turquoise, very, very, very diluted for the shadow areas on the white, because he's got white wings, but there's very faint shadows. So I'm going to dilute that just in some parts that are be shadowed on the white. I've got to get rid of that little bit of green there, so I can just literally take my brush. These paints re-wet really well, so I'm just going to lift that off. And all you do is just scrub the tip of your brush very gently onto any bits that you don't want, and it'll lift them off like that. I mean, that did stain the paper a little bit, but it's not the end of the world. I'm going to come back around here. Okay, so I've just added that just as a slight touch, and I'm just looking at this thinking, okay, he's actually got a bit more he's got a bit more of this other blue up under his chin up here. I can start to strengthen some of these other colours on him. He's got the blue onto his back, coming down here, like that. Now, that's cerulean, so I'm going to get some more cerulean, less water, more paint. Less water, more pigment to create shadow areas, or the darker areas, not necessarily shadow, just darker areas. Because we need it to be a bit stronger in a few spots. And then when I want to spread that around, I grab my brush, I dip it in water, and I can just drag out those edges. And I've got to darken up directly underneath, because that's under there in shadow. Like that. Okay. Same on this one. Go back in. It's the same colour, just less water. So it's cerulean blue, same colour, just less water. And it just creates a stronger tone for the darker areas on the bird. Come down and around here, like that. And I can clean my brush, take the moisture off it, and just drag out those edges, like that. And soften those edges. This is a very fine brush, so it's a little bit harder. So you'd add some moisture and just drag out the edges so you don't end up with hard lines, because budgies are soft, they're not hard-lined birds. Now, this is way too white. I'm going to go back into my cobalt turquoise, and I'm going to add a little bit to the shadow side of his little face, just to take the edge off the white so it's not quite so harsh and bright, like that. And the same on this little bird. Add a little bit of the cobalt turquoise, just very super duper duper diluted. Super duper duper diluted. And take it around. Then clean my brush, pick up the excess. So that just takes away a little bit of that starkness of the white. Okay, they're looking good. They're looking good. We're getting there. Now this bird is all white, so I don't want to do any more to him. I've got to add some more of the green, so I'm going to clean one of my little palettes, and I used the cobalt turquoise and yellow to make my green. Cobalt turquoise and cobalt yellow made my beautiful citrusy green, and I've got to add that onto this bird. And I've got to add a bit stronger that green back into here. The paper's dried. It dried so fast because we've got a hot day here. It's coming into being a hot day. So we're getting into the finishing touches and shadows, and we just want to create the variation to create the 3D sort of look. We want just to look a bit more alive, really. And the more shading, shadows, things like that you add, it can create much more of a 3D effect. Okay, I'm quite happy with that. I've got enough shadow on that one. Now I'll sit back and have a quick look. I've got to go back into these feathers. I've got to add a bit more yellow. I'm going to go get my cobalt yellow, and between these feathers, these ones that I've done, oh, it doesn't matter if I go over the top a little bit, the blue will still show through. I've got to go a bit more between the indigo, just to strengthen. I've got a little bit, missed little bits. So add that in there. That'll help those. Having another look at my screen. I'm always checking back at my screen to see, as I look at the big picture, and the more you see, I apologise for the glare on my face too, the more you see, like if you look at a picture, it's like looking at it in a mirror. It'll show up any of the flaws. It's amazing. If you put a mirror up against your artwork, you'll see where you've missed things. It is an amazing tool. And looking at my big screen does the same thing. I can see anything that's out of proportion, anything I've missed, it stands out glaringly. I'm just going to add a little bit of a shadow under there. Alright, I'm having another look. Now I've got to do some more detail on the bottom feathers of this bird. So he's got feather there, feather there. I've got to come down the outer side of that one, like that. Now I've got to darken off his markings that are under here, because they've got beautiful displays on their little faces that attract their little girl birdie friends and boy birdie friends, like that. So add those little darker blobs that they've got. Turning it upside down helps. Yes, yes. Mirror does the same thing. It's funny how the brain works. I know. One of my art teachers, I went to when I was learning how to draw portraits, and I have an amazing teacher, um, and she taught us to turn your painting upside down. And I've got this other girlfriend, Kathy, who's an amazing portraitist, and she went to those classes with me, and she does a lot of her paintings from start to finish upside down, because she gets, and they're photographic. Like, she does photographic portraits. It's insane. She's insanely good. Insanely good. But yeah, she does real, like, scarily good portraits. So I'm going to add the shadows onto these little toes now. I'm not doing a lot of detail on the toes. I've got to go back onto these ones. I'm going to add a bit of burnt umber to these ones, just to strengthen them. And this time, I'm not going to make them all messy looking, because I did blobs before. I don't know what the hell I was thinking, but it didn't work. But yeah. Okay, there we go. So he's got his little toes. It is very strange how your brain works and how you see things. And I find, yeah, and I'll look at things and I think it looks right, and then I'll walk away and come back, and I'm like, what the heavens? What did I do there? It's totally wrong. You know, my perspective will be completely out. It's gotten better with practice, I have to say, but it's a lot of practice. Okay, having a quick look now. Shadows. So I'm going to be brave with the shadows. I'm going to add. I'm going to make a purple. I'm going to make up a dark, deep purple. So I'm going to use, what's the darkest blue I've got? I'm going to use my darkest blue, which is probably my, don't even know what that is, the colours, the name's worn off. I know that's going to have too much green in it. So I'm going to make a purple. So I've got to go red. So I'll grab a cadmium red. Oh, that didn't work. That's a blue. Cadmium red. And add that in there. Actually, that works. So cadmium red. And I have no idea what that blue is, but it's a dark blue. It's a greeny blue. And cadmium red makes a really lovely purple. There we go. There we go. And that is going to be my shadow, my deep dark shadow. Sometimes it's also perspective of something on a table. Oh my goodness, yes. The angle that you have while painting versus another angle from standing up. I know! Oh my gosh, that gets me. I love doing still lifes. And I love drawing streetscapes. But perspective, I did one the other day. It was a row of cottages, and there was perspective going off in all directions. And it was fun. It was a lot of fun, but gee whiz, it was tough. So now so I've gone that deep dark purple, which actually has turned out almost an indigo. And I'm gonna dilute it a little bit. It's a little bit too strong. And blend that out. I'll take a little bit up to here as well. Still got a teeny little bit. I can pick it up off here and get it on the tip of my brush. Take it around here because it's still damp. All right, having a quick look. Got to take it onto the bottom of the tail as well, underneath. That's a super strong purple. I've made a really strong purple, which is good because I want shadow. There we go. So that goes under there. Need a little bit stronger under there because it goes the length of the stick. Perch like that. Okay, that worked. Now same on this one. Strengthen that. Take it down underneath that stick like that. Having a look at his little leg. It goes around his little foot like that. Okay. This bird's really tricky. This bird is super duper tricky. I'm going to go in with some cerulean, pure cerulean, because I've got to strengthen up. So that's very tiny little bit of water, not a lot of water at all. Come down here. Just drag out some of these edges. I'm going to soften that up a little bit, like that. So that's pure cerulean blue. Take that into here. And I've just realised he's actually got a lot more of that between his feathers. So I'm going to pop that in onto his between his feathers as well, on his back. Come down and around. And I'm going to add some more feathers in. He's lighter on his head. I can actually do a wash of that over the top because that's not going to damage it, like that. Because he's got quite a lot of that. There we go. I'm happier with that. Definitely happier with that. I'll add a bit more of that onto the top of his head. Now, go back in. I'm actually going to use my deep dark purple that I just made because I've not done the feathers on this side. And this is another thing. I looked up and was like, these have got feathers missing. So I hadn't done all the feathers on this side. So I'll draw them in now. Like that. Let's have a look. Like that. And then he's actually got some feathers down the middle of his back as well. So I'll draw those down. And they're just lines, they're just little stripes to help create that texture. I'm short, so I have to use a drawing board that tilts when I draw. Yeah, this is I do everything on a 5 degree I don't know what's this, 15-degree angle. Everything. My camera's at an angle. I can't draw. I've got to draw. If I draw flat, everything looks long. I have to draw on an angle. That's one of the key things to being able to draw. It just makes life so much easier. I can't draw flat. I've got to draw on an angle. And everywhere I go, like we've got our holiday place, our caravan, I've got an easel up there that I can alter that sits on my desk. I've got easels everywhere. I love my easels, but they're little table easels. You can get them anywhere. You can buy them at the cheap shops. I'm just going to add some shadows onto these white feathers there. But yeah, that's one of the biggest recommendations is don't draw flat. Draw on an angle. Draw facing you. Really? Oh my God, Lana, you're talented. I get my perspective is all off if I can't draw flat. I have got to draw on an angle. Even if I've got like a piece of wood, like a clipboard with a picture with a piece of paper stuck to it, I'll have to sit it up with something behind it. So yeah, no, yeah, wow. I didn't realize that, Lana. I thought you must have used an easel because all your drawings are amazing. Lana's an amazing artist. I would never have guessed that you drew flat. Everything. Wow. Yep, I can't do it. Got to have everything's on like a 15-degree angle, looking at me. Have a field easel, not for watercolors. Okay. Yeah, I have a bit of an easel thing. I love my easels. I have lots of tabletop easels, and I've got like architect desks. You know, like architect, the ones that have the half round. You can adjust them to so they're straight up and down, or you can have them any old which way. I love those. I love an architect desk. And I've got one, but my art room's not big enough for it. I used to have it I had a big art room out in my shed, which has since been taken up with furniture and leftover stuff from different things. It's a storage room now. So my old art room, I don't have room for my easel, my architect's one, in my current art room. The architect desk, they're fantastic. Yeah, exactly. I've got one, but I can't use it because it's just too big for my space. I might get my husband to make me one because I can use the stand off it, take the top off, and just make a smaller top, which would be handy. But these, I reckon, these are actually just about done. So I'm going to sign it. I can't see anything else I need to do really. I can probably add some shadow under these claws. Just got to be a bit careful because they're watercolor. You don't need exacting detail. I don't do exacting. I like realism, but I'm not photorealism. I like them to look right, but they don't have to be a photograph. If you want a photograph, take a photo. That's where I'm at. I've got to soften this line above his head. I don't like the shape there. So now's where you go back and you can tidy things up. But what I can do here actually is I can drag out a little bit of that blue just to change that shape just a little bit, just to soften that up. I saw a drawing desk for kids in Germany. It's great but crazy expensive. Yeah, they're very expensive, but they do last you a lifetime. You only buy them once and you never need to buy another one. Okay, I'm happy with that. I think I'm happy with that. Yeah, Lana's you're Germany, Lana. Okay, I'm pretty happy. I'm actually gonna use indigo, some of my olive, just in the shadow area on the green bird because he's the only one I haven't given a shadow. So I better give him a little bit of an olive shadow. Okie doke. I'm quite happy with that. And I'm going to sign that down here like that, like that. And I'm going to call that done. I shop in Flensburg on the regular, and I was in Hamburg 2 weeks ago. Wow! I love that everyone's from other parts of the world. I think that's so cool. Gas stacker. Cool. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, so for my YouTube friends, thank you so much for being here. It is a world of awesomeness. But we do this thing on Twitch. It's called a raid. So when we're finished a painting, we take our followers that we have watching our video and we take them to another channel to share the love. So I'm going to look, see who else is on Twitch, and we are going to raid, which is taking all our followers to another channel to share the love, share the support, which is a great thing. Who have we got? I don't have any of my friends on. Everyone's out. Does anyone have any friends that who are online now? Any artists that we can raid? I would love a suggestion because all of my friends, I've only got gamers on, and I would really like to raid an art channel. No? Poop. Okay. Who else have we got? I'll have to look. I'll look up an art. We'll just go art. Art. We'll see who's on. If there's anyone on. Okay. So, looking for a traditional artist. Wow. Okay, there's an artist called the nice lady over there. Let's go raid the nice lady over there. I don't know who she is, but she's doing a beautiful acrylic. I think it's an acrylic. Maybe it's an oil. Oh, yep, that's all right. Hang on. I've got to wait for the ad. So I'm just gonna raid her now. She's great and funny. Oh, awesome! So you know her. Excellent. So we'll do that. So we'll go the nice lady over there. / raid the nice lady over there. I don't know whether you can do this on YouTube, this kind of thing, but it's a wonderful, wonderful thing to be able to share the love and go and raid other people. So let us be off. I will see you over there. Thank you so much, everyone. I hope to be back tomorrow afternoon. If not, I will see you on Friday, but I'll release videos anyway. So yes, let us go. I hope that worked. Did that work? Yep. Okay. Awesome. I'll just wait for it to time out to do its thing. There we go.